EA Sports. It's in the game.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a... So sue me, who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant.
Put away your inhibitions, let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. Down, pass it around, hey. What with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody can, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around, hey. What with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody can, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around, hey. What with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody can, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's the Steelers going up against the Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attention.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Seattle. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And a Russell Wilson-led Seattle Seahawks offense takes the field. And last year, 21 touchdowns, 11 interceptions as we look back at 2016 for Russell Wilson. And made the playoffs, but the bar's been set so high in Seattle. And did you call this past year a success for Wilson and company?
No, because that's what Seattle's all about. For them to not get back to the Super Bowl, none of them would deem the season a success. But I thought they made progress because, remember, that offensive line was in shambles. By the end of the year, they were starting to play a little bit better. I thought Justin Britt at center was especially good. But for Russell Wilson, he's proven now he can carry a team, but he's better when they still are tailback-centric.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back-centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, the bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got time. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And we shift our attention to the Pittsburgh Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger, Charles, a man who could become the next 50,000-yard passer in the coming season. Would have had his fifth 4,000-yard individual season last year if it wasn't for the couple of games he missed.
I think his consistency is something we have to start talking about, because we talk about being one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and there's really no doubt about that. But just him answering the bell year after year, putting up those kind of numbers, and leading one of the best offenses in the league. Also, remember Big Ben as a younger quarterback, moving out of the pocket, taking the hit, shrugging them off. Now he's staying in the pocket and winning from there more and more, and I think that's going to enhance his career going forward.
Time for the offensive starters now for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a guy to watch out wide, Sammy Coates.
A slow start in his rookie season, only caught one pass in 2015. They're expecting much bigger things from him, trying to help out that offense. If he can get open, you know his quarterback will find him.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Man open right side, it's Rodgers.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Michael Bennett's one of the best pass rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You got a problem.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Now Ben on third and long. Finding time. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Returnable for Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They go play action here on first down. Deep drop. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And now it's second down. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because An undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production, and that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
10 yards still left on second down. Wilson to give to Rolls. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's caught on the left side by Kurz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down now after the pass completion. Wilson going to give to Rolls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They come out here in the eye.